people don't know who you really are, Yani. You know what I mean? You go on stage, you perform,
Yeah.
but people don't know you. They know about your name, but they don't know who you really are. That's why I want to speak in English first. And so
Okay.
to introduce you to the people that follow our page, and then the people that follow your page, and then later on we can expand on who you really are.
Normal human. I love music. I love research. That's it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But you perform every week.
Yeah, I do perform. Yeah, I'm a musician. I started music at the beginning and then moved to singing. But I'm deeply into music.
How deep? Because I saw a video of you like the other week. You were on the keyboards. You were going crazy on the keyboards.
Yeah, I play keyboard. Yeah, I produce music. I studied sound engineering, sound producer.
For how long?
I did sound engineering 4 years course. And then what else I did? I did 2 years jazz music.
Jazz.
Yeah.
Old style jazz? Or
No,
like
basic, just basic jazz here in general.
Middle Eastern or Western?
No, Western.
Western, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So anything to do with music, I'm into it. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one thing.
Yeah.
Before we started rolling, you were talking about Panamax and whatnot.
Panamax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for people listening right now, this guy is on how many hours of sleep? 6, 5?
No, 8.
8.
8 minimum.
Minimum. Every day?
Every day.
Nothing more, nothing less?
More, yes. Less, hardly.
Why?
Because I like to sleep.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I love sleeping, yeah.
Challenging job?
Look, our job, it's not a physic job. So you don't use body a lot. It's all about brain. So you have to have a rest. You have to have a good sleep.
What do you mean it's about brain?
Like with our job, it's all about thinking, paying attention, concentrate. So you need to have a good sleep.
But don't you have to use your vocal cords well? You keep them in check.
That's okay. We only sing in the weekend, so you don't have to practice 6 days before the singing. Prepare yourself to be singing. No, all you need 2 hours before, one night before. You sleep well. You don't talk a lot. But other than that, vocal cords, you just treat them daily base. You just don't put too much pressure on them.
What's too much pressure?
Screaming, anger. When you're angry, you put a lot of pressure. So when the pressure comes, it means you're pushing your head. When the pressure is coming from the head, it does affect the vocal. But normal speech, it's coming from the chest, so it does not affect. Yeah.
So you're a very relaxed person?
I'm not, no.
No?
No.
You do a lot of screaming?
No, I'm an angry person, but I try to be relaxed, yeah.
How does that work? If you're an angry person, you're going to be yelling all the time.
I used to yell before, not anymore.
Control your anger?
No, because you have to.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to, yeah.
What made you angry?
Everything.
Really?
Oh, yeah, everything, yeah. Things that, it's not about match your lifestyle, the things that does not make sense.
Oh, yeah.
For me, they don't make sense. For others, they do make sense. That's their opinion. But yeah, if it doesn't make sense, yeah, then you get angry.
So things that are basically stupid.
Okay, so you use this language here.
There's nothing off limits.
Okay, because I didn't see the limit. Normally, there's a limiter.
Oh, no, there's no limiter.
There's no limiter.
What you see is what you get.
So the threshold is what? 5 to 1?
The threshold can go as far as you want it to go.
20 to 1. So you can compress as much as you want.
Oh, yeah. The thing is about this, it's very unedited.
Okay.
It saves me a lot of hassle because I can't be bothered just sitting down and editing when people like cuss or say something. So I just tell them it's unedited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Post-production, and is annoying.
I haven't watched your shows, the previous shows, but I like what you're doing.
Thanks.
This is a good thing, yeah.
Appreciate
This will help the younger generation a lot, if they care. If they don't care, then nothing will help. Nothing will help.
Well, you gotta try.
They have to try.
Oh, you gotta try on them. You gotta give something to expect them to give something back.
True, but what's the point if you try to give them, but they don't want to take it?
Well, that's on them.
See, they have to try first.
Yeah. Oh no.
Look for the truth.
Really?
Yeah. It's there, it's out there. No.
But what's the truth? Like, it's different to each and every single person.
No, the truth is one truth. There's no, there's opinion, there's truth.
What's the difference?
All right, so the truth is the coffee is black,
Okay.
okay? If you mix it with milk, then it's off-white. It doesn't, the more milk you add, the color changes, okay? But the truth is the coffee is black.
Okay.
So you cannot come and say, no, the coffee is white. No, it's not white. This is what I mean about the truth and opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's a lot of explanation about this thing, about the opinion and the truth. There's a lot. It depends what subject we talk about.
And so it changes from subject to subject. Right?
Yes, every subject has a truth, but there's an opinion.
But personally, for people, each and every single life is different. Doesn't that mean that each and every single person has a different truth?
No,
How not?
it's all one truth.
What's your truth and what's my
It
truth?
depends which subject.
For you in your life, what's the solid truth that you live by? What is something you
To me?
abide? Yeah.
Faith.
Okay.
Yeah. If you follow, I don't know if I should say word of God. I don't know, because there's too many word of gods out there.
We've talked about God.
Yeah, we spoke about it. Yeah. So
No, on the show, people know. Like, I'm a Christian. I talk about
yeah,
faith, but I don't force it
some
upon
people, different religion,
Yeah.
they don't believe in Christian, so they have their faith.
Yeah.
All right, if there's 200 different faith out there, you telling me are they all true?
To them, it is.
To them,
Yes.
but you think God will pass a message through your prophet different to my prophet and the other prophets?
Well, it depends what the message is. So if
It's
you
completely different message.
Yeah, if you look at the Abrahamic religion, the
Yeah.
texts are different in Judaism, Torah, and they're different in Christianity, and they're different in Islam, and they all fall under the same God.
So God does God change his mind?
Character, change
His character, yeah.
Yeah.
No, not even mind, because he has said do this. He has said no, don't do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like inconsistencies in the texts, because if you think about it from a literary perspective, God is changing his mind each and every single time. So
That's based on our thoughts,
on
on
the
our
Abrahamic,
judgment.
not on the text. So if
Okay.
you look at the, say for example, something as wild as the kill count, right? How many people die? And if you want to allocate kill counts to things responsible by God, say floods or disaster or something like that, you would find that it's highest in the Old Testament, and then it drops down in the New Testament. And so what happened there? Why is this God now more merciful? But then if you look at something like Islam, some texts in Islam actually have higher kill count and more aggressiveness than Christianity. In general, texts in Islam are more aggressive. They're more war-based. There's more go out there and fight for your land than it is in Christianity and in Torah. In Torah, it's more like be peaceful. If someone slaps your right cheek, give them the left.
That's on New Testament.
Yeah, right? And so it's the same God, but why is it different?
This is a hard thing to explain.
It is.
No, but it doesn't mean I don't know it. I know the truth. It's not about I'm showing off that I know the truth. No, I studied a lot.
Okay.
God's word has never ever changed. I think we better not to go too deep into that thing.
That's very deep. Some people go really balls deep
Yeah, but
into it.
people do get upset if you tell them the truth. No one wants to hear the truth.
Yeah.
If you pay attention to the last 3 years, whatever happened in COVID, a lot of things happened. No one wants to hear the truth.
In COVID?
Of course, if you say the COVID was false, it was a scam, you'll be banned from Facebook.
Yeah, you get prosecuted for it.
So they don't want to hear the truth. They all been brainwashed. This is the truth. Everyone been brainwashed. When I was young, I heard about brainwash. First time when I heard about brainwash, I thought there was a machine. That's what I thought because I was young. I thought there is a machine. They put water into your head and they wash it.
Okay.
But now I know what's a brainwash. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. There's a high people that are specialized in this thing.
Why do you think it's everywhere?
It's everywhere because it's coming through the TV,
Okay.
through the phone. They're the main thing now. Social media is the most dangerous thing on planet Earth today. So they're all coming through there. Who controls YouTube? Who controls Instagram, Google, all those social media, all of them? Who is the owner? Search. Who's BlackRock? Who owns BlackRock?
Isn't it a family? BlackRock, isn't it like the family that control the C&P 500?
Of course, yeah, the same family. Okay, watch TV when they want to push an idea.
Yeah.
Any channel you put on, the same word. Who controls the media? All right, hospital, World Health Organization. Who controls that?
But people are waking up to that right now.
Thank God, finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. What happened that made people to wake up? What
A
happened?
whole fucking pandemic.
Okay.
People dying.
Who's
That's
behind
what needed.
the awakening? Who's behind that?
I would say not a specific body of people. It's more like a catastrophe. People needed people to die for them to wake up. Like you needed to see pure evidence of people dying and then people rallying and then people being angry and going, we don't want to be treated like this, and them going to find out about why are we being treated like this. That's what led people to wake up. That's what led people to go, okay, we are being told something that is not completely the truth. There's something fishy.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, we do feel,
Yeah.
but today we don't feel. Today we know.
Okay.
We know there's not something wrong. No, we don't know there's something wrong. We are sure what's happening. Yes, some people know 30%, some know 40%. It depends how much you search, how deep, where do you search. It makes different. If you search on Google, you get their answers, this side answers. But if you go different sites where you find, I don't want to say right and left, but it is right and left.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, there is right and left.
Media is vastly controlled by the left.
Definitely, definitely.
Mainstream media. So this form of media right now,
Yeah.
podcasting, YouTube channels, the ones that are controlled by normal people like me and you, they're not agendarized yet. There's no agenda. So right now we're neutral.
Yeah.
We're neutral about it.
Yeah.
There's no one paying us to, talk smack about the right and left. We're just saying what we think.
Yeah,
But the mainstream media is like that. They get paid to say something.
of course.
They get paid
Definitely.
to drive a narrative. They get paid to tell you that you have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medications so that you don't end up having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sickness or type of cancer or something like that. That's the narrative.
Look, I'm happy now. I believe the new generation are gonna be the luckiest generation ever.
Why?
That's what I believe.
Lucky why?
Because this is a great time to be alive. Back then, there was no social media. Yes, it was easier life. You just live in a village. All you know about it's your neighbor. You don't know what's happening. And when the government comes and tells you do that, you follow the order without thinking. The new generation, it's a very hard time for them to be alive, but at the same time, they are the luckiest one. Because it's up to them to change the future the way they want it, the future to be. Because the Great Awakening that happened it did show us the truth. Governments are all controlled by the same people.
All governments.
Not today, not now. Now we have 70% are still controlled by the same people. 30% are moved to the other group.
You mean of the government itself, or like the
The
countries?
government. The government.
So 70% of all governments are controlled by a specific group.
Yes, yeah, the same group. But the lucky thing is the 30% are the most powerful people, countries, governments. They are the most powerful governments. I don't want to mention the names, but if you just look at the media, you know what's happening. I mean, yeah, the media. There's two sides are fighting each other. Who wants to take the control? I believe the Freemason are going down.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. It's the end. Okay, you have to go and look for Freemason. Who are they? Have you heard about Khazarian?
No.
Okay, search about Khazarian Mafia. You will know who are these people, where they came from. I don't want to talk about where they came from, but if you search, you know why Ukraine, what is it happening in Ukraine, why Germany. Those Khazarian are today they called Freemason, which is Freemason controls normal people. And then there's Illuminati. They are the same Khazarian, the same people. They control the media. So today, they're almost gone. Almost gone.
Why do you think that?
Because they lost control.
Control or power?
Power and control, they are linked.
Okay,
So when you have control, you have power.
sure,
When you lose your control, that means you're losing your power.
sure.
They are losing. Yeah, if you pay attention, you'll know. Look, it's not good to tell people. Yes, today they showing people. But sometimes when you tell people, they think you're crazy. What is this guy talking about? Yes, because you don't know about it, it doesn't mean it's not there. It is there. But you don't know about it. Why you don't know about it? Because you don't care. Okay, if you don't care, then just enjoy. You think you're enjoying your life. Okay, keep enjoying your
Yeah,
life.
for the average people, for the average person,
Everyone has to know about it. No, there's no average because we are all going to be affected. Because if you have the power and I don't have the power, to me, I'm an average person. You're not. If they can take you down, then I'm gone.
take it down in what way?
Shut you off.
Oh, you mean me, like the podcast?
Broadcast or
Okay,
anyone.
yeah, okay.
Or anyone.
Yeah, but I mean, for the average human, they don't really care about these stuff. Like, if you find your average
Why
Joe-
not?
Because
They're suffering. They can't even pay their rent.
They choose to be willfully blind,
Good luck.
but they choose it. They choose it. Like the average Joe is just out there, having his normal 9 to 5. He goes to work. He comes back home. He's got his wife. He's got his kids. He does a job that pays rent.
So
pays
live to
bills,
die.
basically. Well, for them, that's meaning. There's a lot of people out there like that, and you can't just tell them, wake up, it's time to wake up. For them, they don't want to wake up, or they don't even know that there's something to wake up from. That's just all they know. I know my parents lived like that. My dad lived a modest life like that.
Yeah, that's
Our parents, they lived like that.
Yeah, that's because they came from 40 years ago, 20 years ago.
Where there was
before
no
the
social
technology.
media. Yeah.
Yeah, today it's different.
Yeah.
Today you have to wake up. If you don't wake up, you are in deep trouble.
But if you tell someone about it, it's more like, oh, this guy's crazy. Thanks. If you go out there and tell someone this, that.
That's what happened when I tell my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tells me, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What's going on? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I ask him, now I wake up. Of course, we were asleep as well. So I tell my dad, well, what do you think? What happened in Iraq? Why America went to Iraq? Because all stories.
Oil.
Yeah, nothing makes sense. Because today they're going to tell you an excuse. Tomorrow you hear a different excuse. You ask the other. But there's one truth only.
What is that?
Everyone knows that. It's the banking system.
In Iraq.
Everywhere.
Okay, yeah.
Like we are all controlled by the banking. If if I can control your wallet, then you are my slave. That's what's happening.
How does that work?
Because you live with money. If you don't have money, you don't live.
Okay.
So if I control your money, then you will do whatever I tell you.
But how would they control your money with still giving you the illusion that you're controlling your money?
Yeah.
Because that's essentially what's happening, right?
Yeah. That's the freedom, the fake freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they. This is the smart. These people are dumb, but at the same time, they are smart. They know how to play it. It's you're not married yet, yeah?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. When you get married, you know, if you're a smart man or woman, one takes control in the house. So the smartest takes the control. This is truth. If the man is smarter than the woman, then he takes the control. How do you take the control?
But what do
Tell
you
him
mean-
about the freedom.
What do you mean the smartest?
The smartest as the more mature one.
But how do you want to get married to someone that you don't think is mature?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You learn. Because some people, we all learn from life. Some people, they did not take the life serious. So they are 20 years old. They've been studying, do A, B. That's it. Okay. Because they haven't been through a lot of experience in life, they're not mature yet. It takes time to get mature.
Or do you really want to be with a person like that?
Why not?
Because they're not mature. It's kind of a recipe for disaster. If you're the only one that's mature in the relationship, you're the only one that's going to take responsibility. What's going to happen when you want to have kids?
But it doesn't work that way, because if you're not going to get married to an immature person, okay, the immature will get married to immature, then that's a disaster.
That's a double disaster.
See, it doesn't work that way. You have to have both.
Mature and unmature.
Of course, yeah, to combine. Because sometimes you even get experience from immature person. The experience does not come from the mature. To build yourself, you have to go through everything. You can't just be a rich man. You were born in a rich family. You got everything. You think these people are mature? No, they were born into a family. They're already rich. Obviously, they will have everything.
Wait, what do
Did
you
they
mean?
make it? Are they mature? Sit and talk to them. They're not mature.
Some people are. Some people are. Like I feel like if you're born into a family where everything is provided, it's harder for you to become independent and mature than it is for you if you're born into a poor family. Because the responsibility is bigger when you're born into a poor family. The challenge is bigger for you to go out there and make something. That's why.
Okay, there's a difference between knowledge and mature.
Okay.
Knowledge is, hold on a second, let me put them together.
Sure.
Knowledge is if you study. True?
It depends. Like it doesn't need to be like studying academically, not necessarily university. So if I look at a book that got nothing to do with my medical field, say for example engineering, I'm studying engineering. So knowledge is being informed. Knowledge is knowing things. Knowledge is having like a whole library in your head. That's knowledge. You're a person that's knowledgeable. You know shit.
ضيعتني هي بالعربي.
You can put it in Arabic. I can
هي
translate
مو
it.
ثقافة؟ Knowledge؟
Thaqafa is culture.
لا.
Thaqafa is also knowledge.
ثقافة
what do you mean?
it's دراسة.
Okay, do you mean thaqafa or do you mean ma'rifa? There's difference.
معرفة.
Ma'rifa is knowledge, like you know things.
Okay, والثقافة؟
Thaqafa is you know culture. Thaqafa is like culture. It's like this guy is muthaqqaf. He's cultured. He knows what he's talking about. So if I sit down and talk to you about, I don't know, villages in Iraq, right? And you know the history of the villages and you know how these people act and you know what makes them act this way, you're cultured about it. But if we sit down and talk about keyboard and piano and notes and singing, you're not cultured. You're knowledgeable about it.
Okay, I think the whole point is gone.
We don't
ضاع
deal with it. I
البوينت.
know. We don't
ضاع
deal with
البوينت.
it. No, actually, I wanted to ask you about something
Yeah.
at the start because the whole Panamax thing is still in my head. How many of your friends do you know in the singing field are on drugs?
Too many.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah. Too many. Look, before COVID was way better.
Way better. As
It's
in-
good. It's good to move about this subject.
Okay.
So before COVID, I used to hear 10% or 5% of the people in the party, they're on drugs. Today, no.
What kind of drugs?
I don't know. They
Like psychedelics or like
the white stuff.
oh
Oh, yeah, yeah,
coke
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Brother.
You can say it. I
Yeah,
don't want to say
yeah.
it.
Okay. Like the stuff that makes you like riled up and excited.
Yeah. Once I was in Canada, a friend of mine came to me. He said, "Is it true in Melbourne, everyone is on coke?" I thought he was talking about Coca-Cola. I told him, "Oh, what's wrong with that?" He said, "So is it true?" I looked at him. I said, "No, I don't think he's talking about Coca-Cola."
Yeah.
I left it.
Yes.
When I got back here, I asked my friend, another friend here, I told him, "Is it true everyone is on coke here?" He said, "No, not many." So I thought, so there is.
Yeah.
Because look, we were growing up in a family, we know if you're drunk, we know your reaction. You know, this guy is a drunk.
Yeah.
But I don't know the reaction of the people that take drugs.
Okay.
I don't know. To me, they all look the same. So after COVID, when everything shut down, reset the brain, I went back to the party. People were crazy. Nothing normal. Not normal at all. And I asked the same guy, I told him, "What's going on?" He said, "You see this guy? This guy. Trust me, 20 to 30% of the guys are on drugs." Yeah, it's crazy.
At a party.
Yep.
At a single party.
Yes, at a wedding.
At a
Where
wedding.
the kids are, where the family are.
Oof.
Yeah. Why? I don't know why. Is it they lost control? I think they lost control. Something happened. شيء اللي صار يعني. This is the disaster what's happening. They bought the nightclub style. They moved it into the family where the family do gathering. This is disaster.
Who's they?
The people.
Just like
The
normal
people
people.
that lost control.
Oh.
Yeah.
So organizers and shit.
I don't know.
Okay. So it's not it's not necessarily the organizers of like the party. So like not me if I wanted to get married, right? So not the grooms, not the brides.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, they do that too.
Of course, because all you care about
Let's have a good time.
the income.
Ah,
So you don't care who's there.
that's wild.
This is what's happening مع الأسف.
What do you mean they care about the income? Like the صبحية and
طبعاً.
like how much money are you gonna
Yeah,
give me?
it doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter who's there. Are you affecting the kids or you're not affecting the kids or the culture? Are you affecting the culture? They don't care about the culture. All they care about the income.
That's
مو
sad,
كلهم
though.
طبعا. Not
Yeah,
everyone.
of course, not everyone.
But we can see it. You've been there. You've seen it.
I've been there. When I get invited to these weddings, I don't go.
Yeah, you're into the people. You're inside the people. You know what's going
Yeah.
on. Yes, we are a bit far away. We just watch,
Yeah,
but you see exactly what's happening.
yeah. But
Yeah.
it's sad.
It is sad.
It deconstructs the whole meaning of the celebration.
طبعا.
It breaks it down because a wedding celebration is intimate. It's even holy. Like you finish church and you then go celebrate doing something that's of a godly nature, of combining two people together. And if you go to church and you do something like that in the party, there is no fucking meaning of the church celebration that you had like 5 hours ago, right? There's no meaning. Like why bother going to church or like to the mosque or whatever, right? There's no meaning to it.
لا وبعدين at the end راح يقولوا لك we lost the تقاليد. No, we haven't lost them. You guys are selling. You are giving those تقاليد for nothing.
Well, tradition gets lost all the time, but
Yeah, it
It's
does.
hard to maintain tradition. It's difficult to maintain tradition.
Yeah, let's say 60% of it, yeah, you're gonna lose it. But the 40% stays there. اللي هي الأخلاق, التربية.
Yeah, okay.
This has to stay.
Okay.
If I'm living here, doesn't mean because I'm living here, there's good people live here as well. Like the Australian. They're not all bad.
No.
30% are, 20% are bad, but 80% are the good people.
You by Australian, you mean like Aussies, white people?
Yeah, those is, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So we
Yeah, I don't
copy
get the
the
hate.
20%.
Yeah, I know. I don't get the hate. I had my guest like talk about something similar last episode. It's silly that you can look at a person and go, you're a bogan or you're white, and so therefore you're gonna act a certain way. It's ridiculous. Just because you're of a certain ethnicity. Like I know half of my Arab friends, they act in a way that's so abysmal. Like if you wanna go full on stereotypical and go, if you're an Aussie, you're gonna go out on the weekend every single week and party and spend your money and just do stupid shit. Half of my, not even, 60% of my Arabic friends do that more than my white friends.
Yes, yeah.
And they do it more often and they go more crazy. Right? Like all of my, or most of my white friends, they got more self-respect.
True.
Right? So it's very stupid to go look at one person and go, just because you're of a certain ethnicity, you're gonna act like that. But we do copy. We copy each other.
Yeah, we copy the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Only the bad.
Yeah.
Only the bad.
Yeah. And it goes from both sides. Like I know a few of, my friends and they're white and they copy the bad things they see from our culture. like you would see this guy, right? He's full on Aussie and he sits down and he's talking smack about his cousins. And I'm like, that's the thing that we do. You're not supposed to do that.
Exactly.
Right?
I know.
Yeah. But why do you think that? Why do you think we only copy the bad things?
لأنه الأساس غلط.
What do you mean? Like the structure is wrong. What do you mean by that?
It's hard to explain. I don't want to get into this stuff.
What do you want to get
Because
into?
some people will get upset. I don't want to make people upset.
Brother, everyone gets
We're
upset.
here to help people, not... they are aggressive. We don't want to make them have the anger to come to me.
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't want to get involved.
You don't want the hate?
No, it's not about the hate. I already have the hate.
Oh, you do?
A lot of people hate
How
me.
much hate?
I don't know.
You're
I
a
don't know.
lovely
It doesn't
person.
matter. I don't care about the hate. I care about the love.
Why do people hate you? You're a nice guy.
They just hate. That's in their blood. They look for an excuse to hate because this is built in them. They just hate. That's normal.
For no reason.
Yeah, for no reason. Yeah. There's the new community, the color community. They talk about the love. Go talk to them.
Okay.
Just tell them you're wrong. If they have a gun, they will shoot you.
If
And they talk about the love.
Yeah, hypocrisy is everywhere, Wad. Whether it's our culture, whether it's LGBTQ culture, whether it's Afghani culture, whether it's white, religious. Hypocrisy is everywhere.
Yeah.
You can't take it out of people. Like, even in church,
Everywhere.
everywhere. Even in church, it's everywhere,
course.
right? Like you go talk to a priest, and you sit down and have a realistic conversation with a priest where you're trying to get to a point of agreement, and then this guy who's supposed to be like holy and idealistically copying every single good mannerism about Christ, he just lays it out on the table and goes, "Here's exactly why you're wrong. Here's exactly why you shouldn't do this and this and that because it's gonna affect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people." Hypocrisy is everywhere. And it's the same guy that stands up and goes, "Oh, we should spread love." What is your message? What do you...
معرف إذا have you read the Bible?
Me?
Yeah.
When I can.
Okay.
But I read it very differently. I don't read it like literally.
Okay, Bible did explain. I wish if everyone could read Bible. It's good.
It's a good story. It's a good book.
It's not a bad story. That's the truth. But we convert that into a story, and then we start giving our opinion. There's no opinions on Bible.
But people love stories.
Yeah, but Bible wasn't a story. They are examples to wake people up. Sure, if you're dealing with people, some people cannot get the word right. So you gotta give example so they can get it. But they are not stories. Nothing. Story, it could be a story, fake. You can make up stories. But Bible, it's not a make up story. It's a word of God.
I disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah, I think it's a story because the reason why it's so sustained till this day, it's because it's a good story and it's a well composed story. It's a great story.
Okay, who made this story?
I don't know who made the story. Like obviously, like it's written. Could
Who?
be like who
Okay,
wrote
let's
it.
say- let's
who
say-
wrote it?
Yeah.
Who wrote the Bible?
Yeah.
I don't know who wrote the Bible. It's written ages ago.
Okay, cool. So whoever Injil,
Okay,
who did write Injil? Matta,
maybe.
he's smart.
Sure. No, he didn't write it.
Okay.
It's told. So, excuse me. From what we know, because it's so aged, it's 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
We don't know exactly who wrote it.
Okay.
And even the church right now is not going to go out and say this person wrote it because they don't know.
Okay.
Right? And so they can assume how it came to words. And so storytelling was the main way of communicating back in their time 2,000 years ago. And so even in the Bible, it's mentioned that Jesus had his disciples sit down and he would tell them stories, right?
Okay.
That's how he communicated to them. And so the way that the Bible got communicated is a story of a guy telling stories, doing teachings, doing miracles, doing helping people. And so it's like if you're Wa'ad Qaqos, right? And we didn't have this podcast, we didn't have writing, we didn't have any sort of documentation. And you're a singer that's very popular in Melbourne. People are gonna talk about you. They can't write it down because we can't write, right? And so if I wanted people to know about you from 2,000 years ago, or for another 2,000 years, I'm gonna tell people about it. And then these people are gonna tell people, oh, you heard about Wa'ad Qaqos? Yeah. What does he do? Oh, he's a singer, right? He sings there and this, and he's great and he's very good. And then when people start writing and get introduced to writing, they're gonna write it down and they're gonna be Wa'ad Qaqos. He's a singer that did this, that, and that's what the church thinks happened with
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh, what do you think?
what I think.
Yeah.
I think it's not far off from the truth. They didn't have writing, but yet again, we had Sumerians write.
Okay.
Sumerians 100% were writing. Egyptians were writing.
Yeah.
Hieroglyphics is a language. There is evidence of intelligent writing before Christ. So why is it that we don't have writing with Christ's time? Even though, with that being said, there was people that did put down also historians. So a historian is a guy that writes down events. There was historians around Jesus' time, and he's in history. There's official documentations. Some of them are forged, fake. Some of them are real that talk about him. So we know he existed. We have, there's evidence. And if you think about it from a subjective point of view, you can't deny that he didn't exist. It's not about faith. It's more of a truth. It's not a matter of opinion that this guy existed or not. You can't sit down and say that he didn't. There's documentation of him existing.
Okay.
Whether you believe that he was the Son of God or not, that's up to you. And so when it comes down to the truth of the story, of the book, for me personally, it is 100% truth. Because it's not a matter of did Adam and Eve happen. It's not a matter of did Jesus rise from the death. Did this guy really get buried and then he came up again? It's not a matter of Moses turning a stick into a snake. That's not what I look for. I look for the meaning. The meaning in the stories are very real. The emotions are very real. He spread love, he spread joy, he spread knowledge. These are all things that are still valid till today. They're true. Even with Adam and Eve. Like some people ask, like, did we really get Adam and Eve? And did he really take a rib out of his, chest and put it into another person? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that happened or not. It's a story that is communicating marriage and communicating birth and creation. the essence of the story is real. You can't deny that. You can't deny that from a person, another person is born. That's our truth today. And so I think, like, if you think about it from a very linear perspective, you dig yourself into a hole.
Not really.
How?
You said I believe. Okay, at the end, it's a belief. I believe the Bible got nothing to do with stories.
And then,
It's all truth.
okay.
The Old Testament, Jesus was the witness that he said the Old Testament كمر أنا أشهد. So he was a witness for the Old Testament that is true. And whatever happened with Jesus, yes, it was written. You have to write it.
Okay.
If you're not going to write it, then who's going to hear about it?
Yeah.
But Jesus was not saying stories للتلاميذ.
And then,
No, they were not stories. They were examples. أمثلة.
but what's an example?
Like the examples that are written in the Bible, there's too many of them there.
Okay, but what about an example of the Good Samaritan? That's a story.
Which one is that?
The Good Samaritan. When the guy was laying on the side track and he got passed by a priest, he got passed by a wealthy man, he got passed by a few people and they didn't look his way. And then the Good Samaritan looked at the guy and he helped him out.
Yeah.
That's a story. He told them a story.
Yeah, no. Okay. That's what I said. You call them story,
Yeah.
but we call them أمثلة.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you now. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I got you. What do you mean? Okay, we can call them stories. Yeah. بس هم الأمثلة.
Yeah.
To pass a message, you gotta give a مثل.
Okay.
الستوري هي قصة.
Yeah, but مثل
قصة could be a lying قصة.
مثل in English is example.
That's what I said. Examples.
Right, but
they are examples.
Aren't examples and stories different?
They are different. Yeah.
Right.
A story, you can create a story.
Yes.
But مثل, it's not a creation. Okay. But the example, you just give an example so you give the right image to the person in front of you. Okay, if you go to Iraq and talk about Australia, ما راح يفتهمك.
Okay.
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You got to give him an example حتى توصل له الفكرة.
Okay.
Because Jesus was dealing with people that they are Jewish, they know they have rules, and they follow it's a culture.
Cool.
Jesus is talking about الروح. He wants to pass a new message to them. He has to give examples. لأنه هاي طقوس هذا الشعب.
But which one is more real, example or story?
Of course, examples.
How?
No, it's not about example. Example, you gotta create an example to pass the message. But story, you can make up any story for the kids and give them stories.
Well, not necessarily for the kids, right? Like a story can be for adults as well.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I said you can create any story.
But they're the same thing, right? I think they're the same thing.
No, but story, you can make it real. Okay, even example, you could make it real.
I think an example is more real than a story. Example is you provide something that has happened. And so if I want to give you an example about a guy that overdosed on drugs,
Yeah.
I will tell you about something that happened. Like I've had my friend and he took like 7 Panadols in one day and he overdosed on drugs. That's an example of what you should not do, right? A story is I make up a friend that overdosed on drugs and I tell you the story. Like if you do that, you're gonna die. That's the story. There's this guy, he took drugs 7 days, 7 times a day, he passed away.
Okay, yes. The story, you can make it a lie. But example, you cannot lie.
Yes.
Because example, it's based on an event or
that
something happened.
Happened, yeah.
But story, you can lie. You can just create any story. A lion came and ate 50 people and then his mother. You can create any story.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you. Bible was not stories.
But it's not necessarily a lie.
Sorry?
It's not necessarily a lie.
But you can make it a lie.
You make it up, but it's not a lie. So
No, you can make it a lie.
what do you mean by a lie?
يعني when they say there's a monster came to the village and he killed half of the village.
Okay.
That's a lie. That's a story.
It's a story. It's not a lie. It's
But it's a lie story. It's based on lie.
Khurafa. It's a
That's a
legend.
lie.
I don't think legends and myths are necessarily lies. You're not lying to people. You're trying to tell them something in a different way.
Yeah, but it's a lie.
How is it a lie?
Because it's a lie. It's not.
But
It's
this-
not a true.
But
It's
the message is truthful. The emotion with it is truthful.
it doesn't matter. Okay, but Lala, we are comparing the story to the example.
Okay, but what about Moses parting the Red Sea?
That's true.
How?
To me, it's true. I believe it.
But do you believe that there's someone parting the sea with a tap of a stick?
It's exactly how I believe God that created humans.
Okay, David beating the Goliath.
Yeah,
A whole Goliath.
yeah.
Actually, search up what's a Goliath. What does it look like? Because I know about it. What's a Goliath in Arabic? Goliath, Goliath. And I want to see what it looks like, because it must be huge. And that happened before Jesus, didn't it? Goliath, Goliath. Because that happened before Jesus, didn't it?
Yeah.
David with a
Yeah,
Goliath.
yeah, all before Jesus.
Was David a king?
David King here?
Yeah. What did you find? You're laughing. What are you laughing at? Show us. What do you? What's a Goliath? Oh no, that's not Goliath monster. Search up Goliath biblically accurate. See, now he he put up like a monster type of.
That's a story.
That's a story, but it's in the Bible, right? Search up biblically accurate. Oh, not even biblically accurate angels. Have you seen what they look like? What do you think of angels when you think of
I
angels?
don't know about this story. Angels
Yes.
are real.
Real? Okay,
course
but
real.
what do they look like? That's a Goliath. Now, can you go to images? I want to see it. Go to images and like get the laptop closer.
He's basically a Spartan.
Oh, so Goliath is a Spartan? Yeah, so this is supposed to be David and the Goliath. This guy's huge. This is what they think it looked like. Hold on, put it down. Let me search something up. So this is the Goliath in the Bible. He's like huge.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll show you what a biblically accurate angel looked like. So you know the angels, right?
Yeah.
They archangels. They look like humans. They have wings and they have their whatever. Like I think Michael has the scale.
Yeah.
Some of them has the
Yeah.
whatnot, right? Let me bring this closer right here. This is what a biblically accurate angel looks like. And if you see something like that while you're asleep, 100% you will shit your pants. Where is it? This look at this.
Yeah.
This is crazy. That's an angel. This is what it's described like in the Bible.
The full heads?
Not the yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at it. It's got a human head.
So I don't think that'll be
It's got a
Okay. Well, I have time to.
bull head, lion head, and not even that. Like, look at the other ones. The one with the crazy like 2,000 eyes. The one with like the spinning wheel around it. And this is something that John saw when he was writing
Ru'yat
the
Yohanna.
yeah, Ru'yat Yohanna, exactly. That guy was 100% on something. I can guarantee that guy inhaled something. There you go. There is no way. Because like the way he describes it is so accurate.
And then that eye that spins,
The eye that spins, yeah.
the big eye that spins, and there's eyes around it.
Yeah, so the way he describes it, he goes, I got up to heaven,
Yeah.
and what I saw in heaven is a eye with 4 spinning wheels around it, and each and every single wheel has eyes on it.
Yeah,
And it's shining light and it's singing. And so,
Well, I think you was on something.
how do you to be fair, all right, I'll tell you why people think he's on something, because the way where now bear with me, where he was exiled, because he was exiled, right? John, he was exiled, and the place they exiled him to, they did research on. He was exiled into a cave. They looked at the cave that they think he was at, and they found mushrooms around it and psychedelic drugs, the ones that make you see
Where
stuff.
did you get this information from?
Search it up. See if you can find information. Search it
Okay,
up.
you believe whatever Google says.
No, I don't believe whatever Google says. It's just very
National,
interesting.
it's just-
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'll tell you why I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Because when you're on psychedelic drugs, you can't write. You can't write. There is no way
Musiba.
there is no way you are taking a psychedelic drug and you're gonna put up why does psychedelic drug make you laugh all the time? There is no way. Like, think about it. You have to be sober to write something like that. He describes it with so much accuracy. When you're on psychedelic drugs, you're in a trip. You're seeing things. You have no time to pull out a paper and start writing. And so the whole thing about John being on psychedelics when he was writing that is bullshit. I don't believe it, right? Plus, he was not only writing things he saw, he linked it back to the Old Testament and the New Testament. And the guy had good memory. He didn't have a Bible right in front of him. There's no way he could have reached that. And so all he wrote is all he knew. That guy was 100% sober when he was writing that. And so how did he see that? What happened? What happened there for a guy to go, I was in a state where I talked to God and I saw him and I went upstairs and I saw things that you guys will never believe. And he wrote it. Sober. You'd have to be very creative.
Okay, one question. What about, do you believe after death?
What do you mean after death?
Is there a life after death?
I hope so. Do I believe
So you're
it?
not sure?
I'm
You
not
don't
sure.
know.
No. I'm not sure. I'm interested in it though.
Okay. We're all gonna die.
Okay, sure.
What about if you,
That's one
after
truth.
death, you find out that there is a life and it's all based on the words that we are making fun of it now. And then you find out this was true.
I'm not making fun of it.
No, we're all making fun.
I'm not making fun. I'm like really serious about this.
No, you are making fun when you're saying it's not truth.
I'm not making fun of it.
It is,
I'm
because
questioning. I like questioning.
All right. But I'm just saying, what about if you find out that this was truth?
Sure.
What are you going to do? Isn't it too late?
Too late to what?
Whatever it says in the Bible. It says if you don't believe the word, this is the word. If you not follow the word, believe the word. If you believe the word, you will be saved. You will enter the heaven. If you don't believe the word, you go into hell.
But I do believe the word though. And I think that you don't.
But it's all the words are in Bible. They're all attached.
Yeah, but I'm not.
You cannot say this is false
Okay.
and this is truth. No, if this is false, then everything gets false.
But I'm not literally about it. So the way that I think about it is, even when you ask, like, do you believe in afterlife?
yeah,
There's a whole concept of heaven and hell, right? And purgatory.
based on our
Yeah, but
decision,
what
our
if
judgment.
what if that's something that you go through when you're alive?
No, that's something else because even Bible talks about that.
How?
There's words about you being alive. There's afterlife. There's words in Bible for people that believe in God. There's words for people that don't believe in God.
Okay.
If we put them together, that's when we get confused. When it says in Arabic, "Man amana bi falaw mat fasayahya,"
All right.
and then there's another ayah. لا تخطأ لا تقتل عقوبة الخطية هي الموت.
Oh, those are the testaments,
Sorry?
the 10
No,
testaments.
no, Bible, the
Okay.
new one. عقوبة الموت sorry, عقوبة الخطية هي الموت.
Punishment for.
Here it says if you إذا خطية,
Yeah.
you go to hell.
Okay.
If you believe in me, you go to heaven.
Okay.
So they don't match. All right, so if I believe in him and I make خطية, what's going to happen? Am I
Well,
going to go half-half?
but what you can't really control that, can you?
No, I'm just saying. Bible,
It's not our place to say.
reading Bible لازم you get تتعمق بالموضوع. Because if I'm gonna just read it and judge by whatever I read, I'm gonna be confused. I'm gonna say, what the hell's going on? Here it says something, here it says something. You gotta study it, and it takes time.
But I also think you can make your own opinion about it.
There's no opinion about Bible. Okay, Bible, it's an opinion when you don't believe in it.
Really?
Yes.
How
But
so?
if you believe in Bible, there's no opinion.
But don't you really think that it's if you go by the Bible in order to just guarantee a place in heaven, you're kind of doing it wrong.
Sorry, if you read the Bible?
So you know how there's people that follow each and every single thing in the Bible just
Yeah,
so they can
to guarantee
go
heaven?
into heaven? That's doing it
No,
wrong.
they're guaranteeing the hell because maslaha.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's wrong.
that's just wrong.
Of course it
it's
is
it's
wrong.
a guideline to do well in your life. It's telling you the basics of how to be a good human. And how do they do it? They give you a God-made son. It's literally the God of Son. The Son of God.
Yeah.
He is the archetypal man. He is what you should aim for in your life. He basically did everything right. But you can't do that because you're human,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, good.
And so you try to,
So if I didn't
replicate
do
it.
good, what's gonna happen?
you don't know what's going to happen.
I know.
You go to hell.
No, it's got nothing to do with what do you do in your lifetime.
Then.
It's not about what do you do. It's about. So look, this is not my specialized to talk about it. Yeah, there's people that explain these things because
We should have had the Pope right here.
no, wrong person. أعطينا مشاكل. Don't talk about it.
He meant the Coptic Pope.
The Coptic Pope.
The Pope, yeah, no, wrong
Oh, no, the
person.
Coptic popes?
Yeah, wrong.
They're really extreme.
Not the other one.
They're really extreme. I would probably have a fist fight with a Coptic Pope.
والله أعطينا مشاكل.
Yeah. No, they're nice. They're nice. But I say a lot of controversial shit. So like, you know, if I go to church every Sunday, but then again, I don't insert my opinion in church gatherings because it's a little bit flamey. Like people hate it.
مع الأسف, even the church now, it's all based on business.
It's an agenda. It is a business.
It is business, yeah.
It is a business. It's a good business.
Yeah,
Generating good profits.
it's all about money now.
But
That's why the Bible said you cannot follow two gods. It's either me or the money.
Did we make churches or did the Lord make churches?
Do we make the church or Lord makes the church?
Did people make church or did Jesus make a church?
No, people made it.
Why?
Because they made it. That's where they gather and talk about Bible. Talk about God. That's how it started. Because this is all came from طقوس اليهودية.
Okay.
Because God told them,
To gather around.
of course.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
not really man-made, is it?
No, it was told by God, but God changed it. When Jesus died on the cross, المذبح انشق من النص. What does
Yes.
that mean?
What does it mean?
Has moved
I
to
think
your heart.
I've read something very deep about why the whole curtain
Yeah,
got torn in half.
yeah.
I can't remember, but see if you can find an article from Jordan Peterson talking about the Golgotha curtain snapping in half. He goes really deep into it and he makes like actual sense. It's like all very symbolic, like why there was a lightning strike, why there was rain, why it was cloudy,
Good.
and why did it snap in half, tear in half the exact same second he died. It's got like really deep symbolic meaning to it.
Nice.
It's the curtain tearing in half, Jordan Peterson. Search something like that. But yeah, Jesus, we've been really deep into religion.
I love religion.
We can go. People can go really deep into it, and they dig themselves into holes they can't get out of it. And so that's what happens when people use religion for the wrong reasons. They translate. Yeah, they translate a message that's not exactly what it's saying, and they use it, and they go, "Well, you know, you should do this, do that, then do this," and that's how an extremist is born, basically.
It's exactly like the law.
Yeah,
Exactly. You use the law when you want to use it.
yeah, yeah.
I know.
And it's got like
But still,
and
that's what I mean. At the beginning, that's what I said. Truth, it's only one truth. You can change it. You can give your opinion based on your needs. Yeah, you can change whatever you want, but it does not change the truth.
how old are you at?
45.
What is your favorite year out of all 45?
Favorite one?
Favorite year? Your favorite
I think last 2 years.
last 2 years?
Yeah.
Why?
It was the best thing ever happened.
How so?
Doesn't matter. It was a disaster, but I've learned a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned. I was living in a fake world.
You opened the third eye.
Everything, yeah, the third eye. Everything is fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are fake. Watch the pictures. You take pictures. 90%, 95%, the smile, it's a fake smile. They probably have an argument before the picture. When the picture comes, the smile comes with it. It's all fake. Yeah, it's all fake.
You're probably not gonna like where we're headed then.
Why?
It's all gonna be AI and augmented reality and robots and
I don't think so.
really.
I don't know. I have. It's not about feeling. It's about the study I did. I think everything is going the other way around.
The other way around.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I think the technology will be limited. It's going to be limited. Internet will be limited.
Okay.
Social media will go down. It will be only new apps, let's say new sites, but you limited.
Okay.
You won't have control on internet anymore like before. I think this is what's coming soon.
And so do you think right now we're enjoying all of these things
Yes.
unrestricted?
Yeah.
And
They're
you
all
mean,
going soon.
so you mean by the governments? By the law? Higher powers?
Yes.
Yeah. That's an interesting
Because
take.
they started this thing, they didn't know that they're going to lose control. When they started internet, they started to brainwash the people. But then it went the other way around. When TikTok came through, this was a big disaster for them. They tried to stop TikTok, but they couldn't stop it. I don't know if you know about the internet, how internet works, and
World Wide Web?
I don't know if you believe in satellites. Do you believe in satellites?
What about it? Like, what do you mean, do I believe in satellites? Do they
Do you
exist?
believe there's
Yeah,
satellites?
they exist. They're up there.
Okay.
You can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
What do you mean? Do I believe? Like, are they not real?
No, nothing is real.
What is a
They're all
satellite? then?
balloons. There's no
Balloons.
satellite.
Satellites.
yeah.
How is satellites balloons?
Well, look, there's a lot of lights that we were growing up with it. That's why we believe it. Okay, what's your take on how far is the sun?
Few million light years.
Okay.
36,
So-
I think, something like that.
Sorry?
36 million light years, something like that.
Okay, and how old is the Earth? Few millions.
Very old. Very old. We're like this much.
So
In the
the
lifetime.
sun is 3 millions, 3 million سنة ضوئية.
So 3 million light years.
Yeah, all right.
Off by like 30 million.
So they know that, yeah?
okay.
But they don't know what's deep in the ocean, what's inside the ocean.
Oh,
they
they
don't
for
know.
sure know. They for sure know.
Do they know?
100%.
They know.
They know.
Mm.
They know. They just wouldn't say.
I think they don't know.
They don't know what's in the ocean.
Inside the deep,
Really?
they don't know.
Really?
No. They create stories. That's how they brainwash us. They tell us things that that our brain cannot accept. So when they tell us those things, we say, oh my God, these people know everything. Whatever they tell us, we follow the order.
What do you think about UFOs then?
The one?
Aliens and whatnot.
I don't believe.
You don't believe
It's all
in aliens?
fake.
Really?
Of course, it's all fake. It's all brainwash.
Really?
Yep.
So you think the whole Pentagon? Have you been watching the Pentagon coming out recently and like presenting documents?
Yeah, I
about-
watched it. Yeah, I watched it, and then I said, okay, we're
That's-
moving to a different thing now.
Yeah.
Another argument.
But people are not really caring about it that much.
Good.
They're not.
They shocked. That's why they shocked. Because people didn't care about it.
They
They didn't
care.
give attention to this thing.
They're not.
And now they're trying to push another pandemic.
Yeah, I saw
And it's
that.
not going to work again.
think so?
For the last 3 months, they're trying to push digital currency, and it's not working.
Hmm.
No.
But you don't really think that AI is gonna get to a point where it's gonna be really Yeah.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah,
eye.
I've been watching the whole time. That's part of
Sawalif.
yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the Sawalif.
Yeah, I love the eye.
You remember back 10, 20 years ago, you couldn't talk about Freemason. How come now you can talk about them?
I think people didn't understand it fully.
Yeah.
They didn't really understand what it is. They were kind of scared. And then, like, I remember back in 2010, 2011, people would just freak out if they heard like Illuminati. And then you see like Jay-Z coming out and he's doing the whole Freemason thing.
Yeah,
You see celebrities coming out and they're doing the whole triangle thing. They're like, oh, this fuck is they doing, right? And people are kind of curious about it. But at the same time, they don't know why and how. And they thought that it's just like higher power. And it turns out that it is a higher power. But then people are just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, but see, that's what I mean. This is the proof that they lost control.
It's normalized now. It's just like
Yeah.
whatever.
They can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, but even with like, what's that family called? BlackRock?
Yeah, BlackRock.
They own like 80% to 60% of CMP 500.
Yeah.
They control that shit.
Okay, where did they get the money from? Where did they get the money from? Well, are they hard workers?
They run monopoly for sure. They run a monopoly. It's a currently well-established, well-composed monopoly. They have everything by the neck. My money, your money, his money, for sure. Oh well.
Lucky you don't have money.
Yeah, they control everything.
Yeah, but still, where did all this build came from? Like you can work hard, make 1 million. You can still hear they make them 5 million,
Something fishy.
but
went on
not
at some
trillions.
stage. No. Yeah, I know. And it's, excuse me, they own more money than 95% of countries in the world. There's only like 2-3 countries that own more money in military power than the BlackRock family. And that's China and the US.
Yeah, combine.
No, separate, I think. Combined or separate?
I think combine.
You think so?
Of course. What's his name? Rockefeller. He's 500 billion.
Jesus.
Rothschild. I don't know. Maybe another 500 billion.
Just in case they're watching, please fund the podcast, guys. Sponsor the podcast if you can. I'll talk about Rockefeller all day long. Yeah, they own a lot of money.
Yeah.
The lotteries?
They have that for sure. For sure. Do you think they control lotteries as well?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
How would you control a lottery?
Certainly.
Centrelink, yeah.
No, look, I wish if all this young generation search about Titanic and then search about
What is there to search about
World
the
War
Titanic?
One, World War Two. Because as soon as you start searching here, then you know who's these people. Yeah, then you
Oh, they
know
have
who's
links
these
to
people.
these things as well.
They are linked to everything.
Oh.
Everything. Yeah, it's really deep. That's why when I went through this stuff, I hated my life. But then it's good to know. It's good to know.
Dude, because you're a father as well, yeah?
Of course. Yeah.
Do you have
You have
daughters
to
or
know this
kids?
stuff.
How many kids do you have?
3.
God bless.
God bless you too. يوم الإلك.
We'll see about that. I don't mind being a father.
You don't mind?
No. Actually, you mind?
I can't wait.
He can't wait, see? He can't wait. Fadi can't wait. I don't mind being a father. I actually, like, at my age right now, 22, a lot of people will tell you...
Are you
"Oh,
22?
I'm 22. How old did you think?
I don't know. I thought maybe 28.
No.
I'm 20.
He's 28.
27.
27, yeah. Yeah, I'm 22.
Oh,
I still got
okay.
like a few
Your
years.
personality gives you all the age.
Appreciate
That's
it,
good.
man. Thanks.
Good.
Yeah,
Good on you.
Thank you. But yeah, I wouldn't mind being a father. I actually like the responsibility of having a family, catering for a kid.
Look, it's the best experience.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good experience.
What's the best thing about it?
Just everything. Everything. Responsibility, it's good. Yeah, it's good. Makes you feel someone that people can depend on you. It's a good thing. It's a good challenge. Yeah.
You have daughters, right?
Yeah, two daughters, one boy.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, because I had a conversation with someone the other day, and I know, or I think I know what it's like to raise a kid, a boy, because I'm a guy. I know what it's like, the challenges that come with raising a man, because I'm a man. And now if I'm going to have a kid, that eventually I'm raising my replacement, right?
Yeah.
What is it like raising a daughter?
Look, at the end, both are the same. It's a different style, but the same message works for both.
What's the message?
Yeah, the same message.
What message are you trying to give
It's a
them?
knowledge, open their eyes to things that they haven't paid attention to. But it's the same thing. You don't teach your son something, you teach your daughter a different thing.
Really?
Because they both go through the same thing. It's just a different style.
How so? Because like at the end of the day, the guy is gonna grow up to be a caterer in some sort,
Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm not talking about
or at least in our culture.
the messages that you pass to the guy to make him a man,
Yeah,
to be a man, and then the female.
yeah, that's what
it's
I mean.
A female.
That's what I mean.
That's a different thing. Okay, like the mom job is to give the messages to the daughter that matches the woman. You cannot teach your daughter, you're a man. You can't tell, you don't know how the woman feel.
But what can you teach a daughter as a father? What do you do?
I don't know, you just show her everything. You just show her that she has a power. I am your power, depend on a power. You have to show her that she has to depend on a power. You can't explain how you teach, because those things are daily. You just go through it every day. It's a different subject happens in your life. So you just go with it. You can't just say 1, 2, 3, 4, that's how you teach. It doesn't work that way. Because every kid, it's a different to the other kid. I have 2 daughters. I don't deal with both of them the same way, because each one has a different personality. So I go with her personality, different to the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone has a different personality. You just got to go with them. That's why you need a lot of knowledge, so you can go with different personalities.
Okay.
It's not easy. But if you don't have a knowledge, that's a problem. That's why we have a lot of kids in our community. They completely lost because the parents don't know what's going on.
That's true.
Yeah, the parents don't know what's happening.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why they're lost.
I have a few friends that don't even have parents figures in their lives.
I feel bad for them.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like you talk to a person, he's like, I don't have a father, so I had to become my own.
That's another disaster.
Yeah, my own father,
That's
right?
another disaster.
Or a girl that doesn't have a father, and she goes, well, I don't really know what I should go to with men because I don't really have a father figure that just showed me the standard. Or if even worse, if you do have a father and they're so far gone that they don't even give a shit. They exist. These parents exist.
Because the father is busy.
Or the mother.
The mother is busy.
Right? They don't give a damn. They're just like, we're going to have kids. They're going to figure it out on their own. They exist. They're out there. And we see the byproduct every day.
Yeah. No, we see him too. I feel bad for them because they're going to suffer. The kids will suffer. Because the parents, they already suffered anyway.
But just because you suffer doesn't mean your kids have to suffer as well. Like if you had a childhood, why do you have to?
Of course. Do they care? Do the parents care? If the parents care, they would have put some time into this and take it serious. That's why I believe if you're not ready to get married, just don't get married.
Yeah,
100%. Don't get married. Yeah, don't bring kids and make them suffer too.
Well, this is what I meant by like 2 mature people. People that are willing to put in the time.
Yeah, but you can't bring too mature. Otherwise, 50% of the people won't get married.
So be it.
Not everyone is mature.
So be it. Like, would you rather like have people unmature get married and give you just
That's what I was saying. You got to bring a mature with immature. You have to accept this. But if you bring immature with immature, what's going to happen to the kids? That's why you have to mix them. That's what I believe. It doesn't matter you're mature. You probably be mature in this section. Yeah. And she's dumb in your eye because she doesn't know about your side. She's probably going to be mature on different sections. So you put them together, you complete.
Yeah, but most cases, people are just immature on both sides. Most cases. And I'm not talking about marriage cases. I'm talking about like just normal dating. most cases, people are immature on both sides. And I'm talking in like all of cultures, not in our culture only. Most cases, two
You killed
immature.
it.
I swear, like most cases, two immature people.
You're not
that-
gonna get married.
me, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If I become a priest, I'm gonna be a terrible priest. I'm gonna be a very progressive one.
طبعا.
I'm gonna come up on stage and I'm gonna say, "You guys haven't read your Bible well." Right? Yeah, I don't want to be a priest because I know people will not listen to me.
But I believe the new generation are more mature than older generation.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I believe. That's what I see.
controversial.
Because I talk to some 18 years old, they talk like an old man.
Mm.
That's a really good thing.
Yes.
Yeah, they have gone deeply into it, which is good.
Yeah, I know a guy that I was talking to. His name is Mike. I met him at a wedding last week or like 2 weeks ago. The guy is like 20 or like 19 or something like that. He talks like a fully blown out 30-year-old. It's amazing. The guy is so knowledgeable. He's so like in depth about his character. He's so well put together.
That's good. See?
It's brilliant. It's brilliant to talk to someone like that and measure the expectations and the potential that he has. Like you're 20 right now and you're like this. Imagine what you could be like in 10 years. All the potential.
No, that's perfect.
Yes. And then there's the people that do take that potential for granted. They do jack shit with their lives. They have the potential to be great. They just don't do nothing. Because maybe they're too comfortable. Maybe no one told them the right path. Maybe they didn't believe in themselves. Maybe they had no
Or
one to believe in them.
maybe they went over the limit. They looked at the mirror. They saw a line.
Yeah.
I can do anything I want.
Yeah.
يعني ضحكوا على نفسهم.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah. Well, it's a shame. It's a shame. There's a lot of unrealized potential.
But they will get into a stage and they will wake up.
Yeah, but it could be too late.
Bad luck.
Could be too late.
معناتها they were not mature. They were acting. They were fake. Fake matures. They have
Fake
information and
mature.
they share information.
Fake mature is interesting. You see a lot
Yeah,
of it.
fake mature. Yeah, you can fake it. I see a lot of people fake it.
Really?
Oh, plenty.
Well, your age or my age?
All ages.
All ages.
Oh yeah, all ages.
What's fake
You can
mature?
tell. You can tell the way they talk. They have the words they use. You can tell it's not coming from the brain or the heart. They just say it. They
Ah.
act. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just act like the fake people that wear fake clothes.
Okay, yeah.
They're all
I understand.
fake.
I understand.
Yeah. So, but if they are mature, real mature people, nah, you can tell.
Yeah, I understand. And I see that all the time, actually, especially with guys. And that's what you see a guy that like is very well put or pretends to be very well put, and he's got his confidence and he's very articulate.
They
And-
watch a lot of short videos,
Yes.
how to act, how to move, how to talk.
Yeah.
It's all fake.
So I understand, yeah.
Yeah, it's all fake.
But the thing is,
You know this, the new style the girls they use?
What?
They use that, Alice says they are rich and mature.
oh, to pick up girls, you mean?
No, the girls, the way
girls
they
do that?
talk. Yeah, the girls.
Oh,
when
they're
they
like
talk.
they act sophisticated. Like,
The voice thing,
oh,
yeah, this is only for rich girls.
oh,
Yeah.
oh. All right. Manifestation, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I see it. But the thing is, some girls fall for that. When a guy like is pretending to be like all top and like very well presented.
Okay, who
and
are these girls?
Unmature
Trust me,
girls.
they are exactly the same as that guy.
No, not
With
necessarily.
people, I believe, I put people into a category
Yes.
of their animals.
We are.
Lions,
Okay.
dogs,
Okay.
donkeys.
Okay.
All right.
Very wild category.
You can mix them whatever you want,
Sure.
the way you want it.
All right. No snakes.
If I'm a fake, only fake, I'm married anyway. I'm talking about yourself because you're not married, so you know what's going on.
Okay.
If you're a single,
Yes.
if you are a fake person, you get attention of the fake girls. If you are a real person, only a real girl will come to you. That's how it works.
So you mean like similar attract?
Yes, even if you guys meet up the first day, let's say she likes your
Okay,
personality.
okay.
Within first week, you
Yeah.
guys gonna decide stay together or leave.
Okay, I get you. I get
Yeah.
you. But at the same time, like I get what you're saying. Wise girls are gonna be able to pick up on these things. They can see right through you. But you need a very wise female. And that's very hard with females because guys can act really well.
Yeah,
Guys
but how long they can act for?
they can act for ages, Wad. I know
On
some
text messages, yeah.
not just text
but
messages.
face to
in
face, they will show it.
brother, if you have a guy that wants to get with a girl purely just for joy and pleasure,
Yeah.
he will do what he's gonna put an Emmy award winning performance to do that.
Then you should go to Hollywood. He's a good actor.
Right. And a lot of people do that. And the girls they buy into it. Some girls they can't tell.
I don't know. You know what's going on. I'm not there.
100%. 100%. Some girls they can't tell. They can't tell that if this guy is actually confident or if he's like, you know, like just putting an act together because he pretends to be confident and he is. I'm not saying he's not because the way he gets his confidence is through cheap ways. So say for example, an expensive watch, an expensive car. Sleeping with a lot of girls. A lot of guys do that. Like, I'm going to sleep with like 6-5 girls in a week and I'm going to feel all macho about myself. And now I'm the man. And when he sits down like the man. But are you
Open
really?
legs, yeah.
Open legs. Like, look at me. I had like 5 girls last week. I'm all macho. And then when they sit down with a girl, right, he's confident about himself, but he's not doing it the right way. And so girls get fooled. They take this confidence that is shallow and undeservingly, he didn't do anything that made him deserve this confidence in this situation, and they translate it to this guy can actually start a family with me and be providable to my needs.
I won't get into that.
It's deep.
This is your problem.
It's Machiavellian. That's what they call it. It's they call it the dark triad. It's in psychology. They teach us about it. It's called the dark triad. It's consisting of Machiavellian, evil, mischievousness, and something else. Can you search that up? It's called the dark triad. Like a lot of guys are like that. A lot of guys are like that. It's like sort of like Harry Potter. Have you seen Harry Potter before?
No.
There's the dark wizards. There's the good wizards, right? So it's very dark. It's very sad. It's like a triangle type of relationship. It's like bad, worse, and even worse, and they come together and they form this very miserable human being.
Allah يساعدكم.
Yeah. Allah يساعدكم indeed. Wa'ad, how do you feel?
Tired.
Okay.
I don't like interviews.
Really?
Yeah.
But you did this. It's not an interview, it's a conversation.
Yeah, I know.
What is it? Did you find it? Oh, let me see it. Give me.
They removed it from Google.
They probably did. They probably did. Well, you don't use Google, do you?
Yeah, for music stuff, yes, I do.
What do you use for
But
music?
if I want to
stuff?
search something to find out the truth about it, no, I don't go on Google.
What do you go on? Bing.
No, there's DuckDuck. It's a good one.
Dark.
DuckDuck.
DuckDuck. What's that?
It's another web searcher.
Oh, there it
Or
is.
BitTube.
Huh?
BitTube.
BitTube.
That's the best place to go.
Okay, I'll figure it out later. You're gonna give me these things. There it is. So the dark.
Again, triangle.
Yeah, it's all about triangles, brother. The dark triad: narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism. These things form something known as the dark triad. And so something like that. So if you search it up, if you go to the definition, the dark triad is a psychological theory of personality, first published by Deltroy Polthis and Kevin Williams in 2002. So it describes like a type of men.
Oh, yeah.
So
All right.
narcissism is like you feel confident, not confident, so you're cocky. You're a cocky person. Psychopathy is that you're a psychopath. You do things for your own gain. And Machiavellianism is that you use people. And if you combine all of these three, you get the exact same person we were talking about. And a lot of people are like that.
I think we were lucky.
What do you mean we were lucky?
Yeah.
Well, you can't tell these people because they're psychopaths. That's the thing. That's why it's, popular. There's psychopaths you can't tell from normal people. It's very hard because they act. Like, for all you know, I could be one of them right now. But you can't tell because I'm putting on such a good show, right? But you know that I'm not like that.
No, I know you're not.
Thank you.
No, I know you. You're a good man.
Appreciate it, man. I really appreciate
How
it.
much?
No, I think it's time to go, isn't it? It's time to wrap it up. One more
You need
thing.
to go to sleep.
I know, I understand. One more
Yeah.
thing before we go.
Yeah.
I want you to pick a number between 5 and 15.
7.
Why 7?
My favorite number.
Nice, my favorite number too. Appreciate it.
That's good.
All right, man. You get 7 seconds to put an outro for the show to the camera. Once you think about it, I'll start counting for you.
And what should I say?
Just a goodbye message. Say something to your children. Say something to your wife. I don't know. Just a goodbye message. Say something on your mind. You get 7 seconds to do it.
Hang on, let me think about it.
Oh, go ahead, man. We
There's
got
a
all the time.
lot.
There's a lot. That's why, 7 seconds. You went with your lucky number, so you'll count. No, I can count it right there. We used to do the phone back in the day, but now we don't need
Give
it.
him 10.
Give him 10? No, he picked 7.
10 is good.
Just 2 words.
2 words, all right.
Yeah.
When you're
You
ready.
count.
All right, we got the count.
Enjoy your life. I'll look for the truth. That's it. That's the only thing.
We on time?
Not even 4 seconds.
4 seconds.
No. It's all about that. Look for the truth and you will enjoy your life. It's
Would you
easy.
say the exact same thing to your children?
Yeah. Look for the truth.
Look for the truth.
Yeah. You have to look for it. It's hard to find it, but by the time you get to the truth, you will learn a lot. Yeah, that's what you should do.
All right, guys. Anything
Thank
else?
you.
Thank you guys for listening.
Wish you all the best.
Appreciate
Good luck.
I appreciate you very much. Thank you for
You're
doing
doing a
this.
good job. Honestly, you're doing a good job. I hope will help people. I hope.
Well, I hope so too.
Yeah.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Thank
At
you.
the end of the day, it's for their benefits.
Yeah, I
If
mean-
they want to listen, they don't want to listen, it's up to them.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I'm not getting paid for this.
Sorry?
I'm not getting paid for this.
You're not getting paid?
No. It's a long trip until I start getting paid. So, I need big numbers until I can get a sponsor. Because realistically,
I'll say you need a sponsor.
yeah, I need sponsors for payment. The way this works is we get a sponsor and I tell them hey, listen, we got episodes. Do you want to sponsor the show? Or they reach out. It could be either one. And then you start getting paid. And even if I'm getting paid, I will put the money back to
But
the
you
podcast
do
anyway.
it as a hobby because you love it.
I do it because I love it, but at the same time, this is what I want to do all the time.
I don't know if it's going to be a good thing. I don't know.
I don't know either. But we'll try. We'll see.
I don't know anyway. I don't know how this thing works anyway.
It wakes me up. It's what makes me energetic in the morning. If
Everyone is different.
if I don't do it, if I don't put up,
See, this is an opinion. I can give my opinion. I don't think it's a good thing. See, it's an opinion.
yeah.
But the truth is,
Yeah, but you're here.
yeah, I'm here for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm here for you
And for
because
the
I know
people.
you love what you're doing.
Yes.
If I can help, of course I will help.
And we've had more insane conversations than this one, but you guys haven't heard about it because we weren't recording. Remember when I came to your house the first 2 times?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up
I
rambling.
try
for
to
like
avoid
2
those subjects now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
try to avoid.
Well, we went deeper into it. Yeah, guys, every time me and Waad we meet up, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah,
That's it.
conspiracy theory, yeah.
But it's very good, right? It's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
enjoyable. All right, at the end of the day, Waad is my friend. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you coming to the show. Where can people find you?
Facebook, Instagram,
Instagram.
where everyone is.
Yeah, everyone is
we're
on
all
Instagram.
there.
Everyone
We're all
is on Instagram.
Yeah, we're all there. But don't give my address.
I'll try not to. Beautiful house. You never know. I was actually, studying at some point, having the podcast in your house. Remember, in your studio.
yeah.
It's still, an idea because sometimes some guests they can't come over on the weekends.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah,
during the
yeah,
weekdays.
Yeah, yeah.
They'd have to come on the weekends, and I was like, all right, we'll see if I can work
Yeah.
something out.
Hopefully for future.
Hopefully for
Yeah,
future.
yeah.
Anyways, man,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank
Thank you, Aksan. Thank you, Spectrum, for providing the space. Everyone stay safe and seek the truth, I guess. That was the whole point of the show. Thank you. Bye-bye.